We've all seen the Wolf of Wall Street clip where Leo says, "Sell me this pen." A lot of people in that situation would start describing the pen, why it's great, how it has longer lasting ink, how it costs less than other pens on the market, etc., etc. But the response given in the movie was, "Write your name down on that napkin for me." To which Leo replied, "I can't. I don't have a pen." Supply and demand. We talk a lot on this channel about the marketing funnel and how you need to build a relationship with consumers before you ask them to make a purchase. But what about when they are in the bottom of your funnel? How do you ask for the sale? How do you close? I'm going to show you why that scene from Wolf of Wall Street makes sense, how you can apply the principles from it to your business, and how to sell a product or service no matter the industry in this video. What's up, everybody? I'm Brandy with Life Marketing, the digital marketing agency with a mission to help small businesses grow. Super quick, go ahead and like this video for me, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so that you don't miss out on any of the videos that we put out every single week to help you grow your business. Okay, so for a lot of small business owners, they understand the idea that it takes time to build rapport with an audience and that you have to build brand consumer trust before you can expect them to buy from you and so on. But there is often a sense of urgency going on at the same time in that you need to make money. Your business needs to generate some sales if it's going to continue. So in this video, we're going to cut straight to that moment in the marketing funnel where it's time to sell your product or service and get into how to go about that effectively. Because a lot of times business owners have laid the foundation, they've wooed their customers through the marketing funnel, but then they get to the bottom of it where it's time to get the sale and don't get it. So if that's where you're at, or you've had trouble getting over that hump in the past, watch to the end of the video because I'm sharing 3 important steps you can take today to start selling your product or service. All right, so step number 1 is to make a list of these 3 things. All the objections someone could have to buying your product or service, the pain points they may be struggling with, and or the goal they want to achieve that would lead them to want the solution you provide. Make 3 columns: objections, pain points, and goals from your customer's point of view, and write them down. Now, transparently, at this point in the marketing funnel, you should have already made a list of your customers' pain points and goals earlier on, like before you even launched your marketing campaign. So if you haven't done that yet, it could be that your foundation is off and that's why you're not getting sales now. So if you need help determining what your audience's goals and pain points are as they relate to your product or service, you can check out this video next. Link will be in the description. Writing down objections to your product may be something you haven't done yet though. So it's important to really put yourself in your customer's shoes and understand what may be causing them not to purchase. As you're making this list, you may find that your objections split into 2 categories: technical and subjective. Technical objections could be things like your checkout process isn't working, or your website is confusing to navigate, or maybe your page is taking too long to load and it's making people bounce. These are all things that can be fixed immediately with some edits to your website. The other category of objections, however, are things you need to address in your content and ads. Things like skepticism, misunderstandings, put-offs, or things your audience specifically does not like about your product or service. If you do a quick Google search, you'll find that these are the top 7 most common objections to sales: price, complacency, fear of change, trust, family connections and promises, external input, and timing. So take these and apply them to your business when making your list of objections and really try to nail down what specifically is preventing people from purchasing from you. All right, once you have all of this information written down, step 2 is to create a video that preemptively addresses all of these things. So let's unpack that. First of all, note that I did not say create a blog or a graphic or a post. I specifically said create a video because video is what's working no matter if you're B2C or B2B and no matter what platform you're advertising on. There's a lot of research out there to back that up, and we've got several videos covering that research that explain why and how video works so well. So I'm not going to rehash all of that info again in this video. But when talking about how to sell a product or service, you just need to know that video is the medium you want to use. If you're not using video, then there's already room for improvement. And if you're thinking, I don't have professional video equipment, You don't need it. If you have a smartphone, you can make an effective video. Some studies have shown that less than polished videos outperform studio videos anyway, because people are more receptive to transparency than perfection these days. Now, let's talk about what your video needs to include. I mentioned that it should preemptively address all the objections and pain points in the list you just made. So what does that look like? Let's look at this ad that I saw scrolling down my home feed on Instagram. There are no words or narration in the video, no subtitles. It's just a video of the product in action. A cleaning tool that gets hair up out of just about anything: carpet, stairs, shirts, etc. And then at the end of the video, it hits you with a sale discount and a CTA to shop now with a link to the site. I'm a wife and a homeowner with one dog, and this ad very much caught my attention. And my dog doesn't even shed, y'all. I have a golden doodle, and this ad still caught my attention just as someone who likes to keep a clean home. So imagine parents or multi-generational households seeing this ad, or people with shedding pets, or a lot of roommates, etc. This ad can resonate with so many people, and I'll tell you why. It's because it addresses so many pain points, goals, and objections of the target audience in one video. If you have carpet at home, I'm sure, like me, you saw that video and thought, oh wow, this could help me get hair out of the carpet that my vacuum is missing. Or maybe you have an awkward, bulky vacuum at home that isn't really compatible with stairs to begin with, and the small shape of this tool is what appeals to you. Or maybe you find yourself constantly having to lint roll your clothes or your kids' clothes because your existing lint roller doesn't really work. This video is tackling all of those pain points and any skepticism up front just by showing you how the product works. And then if price is an objection, they tackle that at the end with a 60% off discount. It also projects the goal a lot of people have of wanting to keep their home and clothing looking nice and clean. The before and afters of the rug, shirt, and stairs accomplish this. The other important factor to keep in mind here that makes this work is the wow factor. In today's world, people don't want to be told, they want to be shown. Now, some of you watching may be thinking, we're a service-based business, I don't have a product to demo like this. Or even if you are product-based, maybe you're thinking, an infomercial-y video isn't really on brand for us. That's okay, I'm not saying everybody needs to go out and make a video like OxyClean.
Watch how OxyClean unleashes the power of oxygen.
Although those commercials were super successful, so it's not a bad idea. But depending on the nature of your business, you need to sit with the list you've made and really think about how you can address the pain points your audience has, as well as any objections they'd have to purchasing from you in one video. And when you're conceptualizing this, try to create a video that would still make sense with the sound off, or at least one that can be subtitled. A, because 92% of consumers view videos with the sound off, and B, because people lose attention quickly. They a lot of times don't have the desire or time to listen to a lengthy explanation. Your video needs to have that wow factor to grab their attention and then quickly show them how you can solve their problem and overcome any objections they have. And if you're watching like, how do you just think of a wow factor out of thin air? Look at your list. The pain points your audience has will tell you what they care about, aka what will stop them and get their attention mid-scroll. So to give a service-based business example, this could be a video of a car wash showing the absolute dirtiest of cars coming out the other side clean as a whistle. Or a staffing agency showing how they took a 3-employee company to a 30-employee company in X amount of time with a sustainable growth model. No matter what your business is, you can take the list of pain points, goals, and objections that you made for them and create a video to paint your product or service in a light that will make your audience stop and care. Now, the last thing you can sprinkle in the video you create is called Fuji. This is a sales acronym that stands for fear of loss, urgency, greed factor, and indifference. These are things that historically tend to make people purchase. If you notice at the end of the cleaning tool video, they say the sale was for a very limited time and to shop now. There's your fear of loss and urgency. Fear of loss could also be worded as limited stock or something that makes the person feel that they will miss out on the deal if they don't act now. Greed factor is typically translated by showing lots of people using the product or service because they see everybody else using it, so they want to use it too. I've also seen Fuji spelled with a J, where this one stands for Jones effect, which refers to the need we have to keep up with our peers and get closer to those we perceive as our superiors. Either way, it's the same general principle of showing social social proof or saying how many customers you've helped to date and so on that make people want to work with you. And indifference is sometimes hard to translate digitally, but it's basically the attitude of it's up to you to purchase or not because we're already helping a ton of other people. You don't want to push a desperate salesy attitude onto the customer because that's a quick way to make them not purchase or visit your site ever again. So to quickly recap this step, because I know it was a lot, making a video based on the list you made in step 1 is the most important part, but then after you've come up with a concept, go back and sprinkle Fuji where appropriate for an extra punch. All right, now before we get into my final step, first here is a quick message about our new coaching program.
Hello! We just helped a small business make over $1.5 million through Facebook advertising. After managing millions of dollars of ad spend for thousands of small businesses and creating thousands of social posts to help businesses connect with their customers, we know how to get results. And we want to help small businesses get results too. So we've decided to give away our knowledge, learning experiences, resources, tools, and feedback to help you achieve results for your digital marketing efforts. If you want to learn the blueprint for success, the best practices from some of the fastest growing companies in the world, get access to all the tools you'll need, and get live expert guidance from yours truly, stop what you're doing and sign up for our coaching program today.
All right, step 3 is to advertise the video. Choose the platform your specific target audience spends the most time on and advertise your video there. If you don't know what platform that is for you, you can watch Sherman's video next and that'll help you decide. If you don't know how to run an ad on the platform you choose, we organize all of our playlists by platform so you can click into the platform you're wanting to advertise on and find the video you need on how to create an ad for that platform there. The goal here is to put your video in front of your target audience by the masses. The more the reach and the lower the cost, the better. Depending on what your goal is, you'll be able to track exactly how many sales come from your video ad. And again, our videos show you how to set up conversion tracking like that. But if you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments for me and I will get back to you there. And that's it. That is the 3-step method to start generating sales. If you found this video helpful, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell before you head to watch the other videos that I have linked in the description for you. And I will see you in the next episode.